Oof, lag spike. We gotta just let this warm up a bit, I guess. So I think I'm also going to perhaps look and see what my other options for training creation will become. I know the best thing I can access now is... I'm trying to remember exactly what the name of it was. It was the green little draggy guy. Oh, hey there, Mew. I'm looking at... What do you mean, why is it all black? Why is all of what black? Like, is my stream layout actually messed up or something? And I just can't see it. I can only hear your voice. Let me see. Looks fine on my end, but the screen is all black. Let me just check something quickly. I'm gonna open it up on my end. SMC's Level Legend Live. Shouldn't be black. I'm gonna open it up on my end. It looks perfectly fine to me. I can see it like perfectly fine. Shouldn't be black. So I don't know what to say. It looks perfectly fine to me. Well, maybe not perfect, but you can actually at least see gameplay. You can see Minecraft, so I don't know. You have me worried for a second. I mean, of all the technical errors I could have imagined seeing, I was not ready for that. So, where's the desert? Or better yet, first things first, I could look at my other options for creation training. I know I'm gonna have draggies to train on, and to get the lime dye. I need green dye, which you get from cacti in the desert. But I want to see what my training options become after 30 creation. What comes after the... Okay, it's actually called a Spraggy. It's the green one that inflicts poison on whatever it hits. The one you need 30 creation to summon. I want to see what comes after. After that, there's a spike back, but that uses up jungle thorns. Those are much harder to mass produce than just simple dyes. The Hellquin. You need level 45 creation, apparently. Get 500 experience per slab you offer. You generate it with like 4 blaze powder. So I could get the 45 creation and then just start using Hellquins, or maybe... I think I might have an easier time just mass producing blaze rods, I don't know. I mean, I do have like a weapon looting 2 on it. Not too far from Nether Fortress. So I could just make a bunch of Hellquin slabs with blaze powder. Every 2 blaze rods is just like enough for 3 slabs, so... I think I'm just going to give you the link to the article I'm looking at right now in the Advent of Ascension wiki, so you can kind of follow along what's going on. This is the minion I'm currently looking at for 45 creation. I'll be able to summon this and also just offer slabs of said minion on a creation forge to just gain even faster experience rates. So you can do one of two things with a minion slab. Actually summon the minion, or just trade it in for creation experience, which in turn will eventually just let you summon stronger minions. Then after that, Horntail, which you make with Varsium ingots, a level 54 creation. Rammerhorn, I think it's Rammerhead hides for those. Not something I'd want to mass produce. I think like my next best option is probably going to be the Hell Penguins at 45 creation with the Blaze Powder. And up until I get to that, I'm just going to use cactuses. Make the green, draggy-like minions. How do I work it? All I'm really going to need to do is just gather some cacti. Might make a little farm for them as well while we're at it. I don't know if I should bother actually linking you the article that describes the minion I'm going to try and make slabs for right now, because I'm actually gathering the materials right now. These cacti will go towards green dye, which will then go towards lime dye. I have like no worries about like running out of bone meal anytime soon. I have such a huge supply already. So I just need a bunch of cacti. And maybe I can kill a couple of these while I'm out here. Kind of just try for a desert shell again, since I still don't yet have a gold smash statue. But if I can take out a couple of mobs for drops to spawn smash, then hey, why not? And maybe possibly get some. Though I'm really not counting on seeing a desert shell, especially if I just stay in the desert. Well, actually, no, never mind. I'm just not counting on it because of the low drop rate. It's not like I'm going out of my way to look for said enemies. I'm just trying to get cacti. How many mobs are there on the wiki? I'd say about like one article for every mob in this mod. I think this mod adds like over 300 new enemies. Yeah, it adds a large amount of new enemies. Most of which are just far stronger than vanilla Minecraft enemies. I really want to go back to the Grecon, actually. So that's why I decided on this over something else. Probably actually going to start a really small cactus farm. Just for the sake of getting the materials for the creation level to go up to 45. Might need, I don't know how many cactuses, but I'm going to start a farm. Just in case it turned out to be a lot. And once I have a sizable cactus farm going, I might actually produce a couple of slabs just to train creation, and then probably just go to Grecon. I mean, that's mainly what I want to do this stream, is just go back there and try for more of the ghastly ore. See if we actually end up with any more of it. Because I still have 11 to find if I want that full ghastly armor set, which it's probably going to be pretty useful to have in the near future. I could just continue the Google Translated Metroid Prime after this. I mean, that's what I was actually considering doing at first, but I really decided I want to try going back to the Grecon. I'm probably going to go back to base with these cacti at this rate. I really don't think I'll need more. Yeah, this should be a good supply of cacti. Not quite sure if that alone could get me to 45 creation. Maybe it could. Maybe I could skip the whole cactus farm if that's just enough cacti. I might just do that and try and just get back into Grecon as soon as possible. Just so I don't waste too much time. I mean, I said I want to go into Grecon more or less, and I'm probably going to stick to my word. Wait, you mean this one? Stream just ended twice in a row for some reason, then came back online. If this one, then I didn't even notice. Not like I got any notification that, like, OBS disconnected this time around. Who's winning, KSI or Logan Paul? So it's still all, like, the same stream, I take it, right? Who's winning, KSI or Logan Paul? I have no idea. When you say winning, do you mean, like, winning sub counts? Because I usually don't check those kinds of things. Well, maybe except for T-Series and PewDiePie, that I checked pretty regularly, but most of the time for sub counts I don't bother with them. Oh, my bad. Never use these speed potions. I'm just putting them away now. So one of these... I think I'll make 9 night vision potions in one shot. So 3 of those carrots, and then the rest just go back in here. I'm just going to get these prepared, more or less. Some of these cactuses have already been, like, smelted down. That's good. Meanwhile, these potions are gonna get brewed. So now, golden carrots in each of these. Again, I got these night vision potions ready before even setting foot back in Grekon. Then I'll be ready to return there. I'll probably bring some of this as well. Still have no place to put these feathers away. I'll put them here. Also gonna clear up an inventory space by casting that spell once, even though I don't need to right now. Just clearing an inventory spot. So that's gonna be my bone meal. There's the cactus green. Now I need some eggs also to do the creation training. So let me quickly grab some of these from out here. Why am I putting the crafting table there specifically? This just doesn't sound like smart design. Let me just use up the rest of these lime dyes I have here. Or as much as I can use up. Then that goes there. That is like this. And then if I can just put these eggs away. And then we'll just quickly train creation. Let's just see what level we get to by doing this. Oh, we already hit 40. And we're already not that far off from 45 creation. That was actually super quick. Well, we started that at like 31 creation, and now we're almost at 45. Yeah, that went by much quicker than I was anticipating. So let me just clear out the rest of these. Let me grab more eggs while I'm at it. Let's just use up the rest of the dyes. And now I can just get to 45 creation. Probably gonna get a couple more levels though with the rest of these slabs. And then also these 8. Alright, level 48 creation. Actually getting really close to 50, and I spent almost no time actually training the skill. Yeah, once you actually have all the materials, the experience just comes super quickly. I guess we'll also just put this sand away. We're not going to do the cactus farm, we don't need to. I already got up to 45 creation, then a little bit past it. Did I hear that Discord now is a streaming tool? Actually, no. This is kind of new news to me. Haven't heard of this yet. I actually do want more obsidian, because I want to make myself another ender chest going back into Grecon, since I know there's no way out. Since I know I'm going to have to die going into Grecon, because of a glitch that makes it impossible to return to the overworld from Mysterium, I'm going to make myself an ender chest, and probably just death warp as soon as I feel like I'm ready to head out of Grecon. And take this with me, so I can just easily off myself once I'm ready to just go back to my base. Rather than travel back, I can just death warp after I put everything into an ender chest. I'd only lose all the experience I had, but I could maybe just enchant some books. See what enchantments show up before just doing so. Just so the levels don't get wasted. Projectile protection 3. It's always nice to have. Just so my experience isn't wasted, I'll do that. Probably just going to take this ender eye for myself right now. And then I'll go for the obsidian. I'll bring this with me and then I'm going for the obsidian. So I can just X-ray easily. So I can just X-ray while I'm underground and just find the next lava lake that much easier. As opposed to having to look for it myself, I can just X-ray and be able to spot it from anywhere. With, like, these 3 items pretty much. We'll get the obsidian, make another chest, then go back to the Grecon. I think this is where I recently mined for sapphire. I was also probably going to bring more coal and torches and means of just making light sources. I guess I'll just grab this coal while we're at it. And also just take the runium since I'm being offered it. Though I will just put this away before going to Grecon. So I see some lava here. I can just turn some of that into obsidian, and I'll be, like, perfectly fine. Then I'll have what I need to make an ender chest. Yeah, I do have my water bucket. If I didn't, then this whole excursion would be kind of pointless. Extra lapis lazuli, because why not? So I'm trying to head towards the lava at this point. So we're getting close to it already, but might want to slow down a bit in case I could fall into it by accident. Well, there is lava right there. So that's going to be like my next source of obsidian. I'm tempted to just take as much as I feel like I'm going to need for, like, long term. So let's see how we're actually going to do this. Because the lava lake goes deeper than, like, one block. I think I'm gonna have no problem getting the obsidian. I have this. $17 obsidian already. I might just leave once I have like 24. If only I could do what 2B2T does. If only I could do what some of the players on 2B2T do to get, like, a shit ton of obsidian. I mean, like, why do it yourself when you can just enslave other people? 24 obsidian, I'm gonna leave with this. Might as well take that bit of coal as well while we're here. That doesn't look like the way out. Okay, I think this is gonna get me out of here. And then I can go back up here and leave. So I'm gonna make myself another ender chest because I'm planning to likely Death Warp in Grekon after I'm done just searching for ghastly ores. So that's why I want to get myself the Ender Chest so I can just go and do that. Probably not too excited about actually fighting the mobs out there, just still seems like way too risky. Especially with the Valkyries flying around to hit you for 20 hearts. Or up to 20 hearts, should I say. They won't hit you for 20 if you're wearing armor, that's for sure, but they can still possibly kill you in one shot even with armor, or put you down close to death, even from like full health. So let's make the Ender Chest. Then get ready to return to Grekon. I don't feel like I need to carry this. So I'm gonna probably just put the gunpowder away, maybe take some more wood out, and then I'm heading to Grekon. Could maybe take a couple of blocks of these if I really want to just have coal. Even though I might never use them, we'll just see. I can bring the stack of wood, I guess. I'll put the rest of the obsidian away as well, since I know I'm not going to need it. That'll just be safe for later. Maybe I'll quickly grab some more oak leaves and then I'll just head into Grekon. Yeah, other than that, I really like this setup. Or I could just put like these three things away and not even bother using them. I don't think I need them that badly, I'm just gonna go to Grekon. Okay, I'm pretty much satisfied with this inventory, let's just go there. Wait, I want the night vision potions, then I'm going. I'll take probably about 6 of them, and then just leave 3 here for a later date. Put 3 in the box, since I don't need to use them now. And then we're gonna go. Alright, back to Grekon we go. I'm ready. Yeah, it just lagged so hard it cut my audio out entirely. It's still not running smoothly. Now there's 2 portals here, okay. 2 Grekon portals. Okay. Okay. And now there's one up here. And now a second portal just spawned in for Grekon. And now I'm spawning in extra portals. The Grecon portal just seems to be acting really funny. Let's see if I can spawn in the third one. Honestly, not sure why we needed a second portal. And now Mysterium also gets a second Grecon portal as well. Also taking some of this wood because I kind of like the look of it. And since I'm here, I might as well just grab some of it. Kind of like the wood here. Like the color on it. That's a rune shrine. If ever need storm runes for anything, I guess it won't hurt to have this written down. What if I actually one day want to have a bunch of storm runes? I might. Well, if I end up coming across a staff that's insanely powerful to use as storm runes, then I'll be like grateful that I wrote down these coordinates. Otherwise, I could just be wasting my time writing these, but you never really know. Let me just get this back into my hotbar and this staff. Definitely want to have the staff in my hotbar. Yeah, just a ton of weird trees everywhere. So we're just gonna go back under at this point. We're gonna go back on the search for the ghastly ores. Probably gonna say it around this Y coordinate, even though it probably doesn't really matter as long as I'm below like 28. I could potentially find ghastly ores. Okay, there's actually two of them sitting right here. Possibly more. Or possibly just two. I think we got only two, but still. I'm a happy camper either way. Would you look at that? Let's just quickly take a peek down the rest of this cave. Should have known there'd be only two, but still. That gets me close to the 14 ores I was looking for. That certainly helps. Haunted Red Eyes log. I could have just possibly used this wood instead. and not really need to carry these. But I think I really don't need to carry more Grecan stone. So I kind of do want to just pick up the essence I'm finding. Since eventually I know for a fact I will need 70 Augury to fight one of the bosses in this mod. Maybe actually like one of them or 4 of them, I don't know for sure. I know 70 Augury is required for Ancient Cavern bosses, or maybe one boss, but not exactly sure. I just know I'm going to have 70 in Augury eventually. So that's why I'm not going to sleep on just picking up as much essence as I can possibly end up with. I'll toss the Mysterium tokens. Not like I was actually going out of my way to grind those. Or I could just start putting stuff into the Ender, or better yet, put them in the shulker boxes. Stuff could just go in my shulker boxes. So I'm hoping we're going to find more than the 2 pieces of Yaslior we just got like very early into this mining session, but they're still fairly rare. Rare enough that you're actually going to have to invest some time if you want enough to make your set of ghastly armor. I think the same is probably also true for the Ghoulish ore. It's probably like roughly as rare as the ghastly that I'm going for now. Probably just gonna pop another night vision potion. And also, maybe also just put a couple of things into this shulker box here. Probably wouldn't need this until I'm actually ready to just leave. Copper coins, and actually I'll just leave it like this for now. I think I'll put the pork chops away too. Probably won't need those. Looks like there's nothing under here. Wasn't expecting Grekon to have water. Of all the dimensions, wasn't expecting this to have water in it. Like just normal blue water that doesn't look like it belongs in a hellish world like this. Doesn't look that scary, perhaps, when you have night vision on and you're just seeing, like, clear water. Like the kind you find in the overworld. I'd be going a bit too high if I went up there. Same goes for that passageway. Trying to stay below, like, Y28 or something like that. That was roughly the estimate I was given for coordinates to find ghastly ore. Not to mention, most of my iron ingots I think I actually have gotten recently were probably from foraging, and I just didn't realize it. So I'm almost at 70 foraging. It's literally the skill that's just gonna probably get maxed out just because I had everything to do that involved mining. Just because I had so many things to do that involved doing this. Like, it could just max out just because, like, I need to do this if I want every item. In, like, a lot of places. That plus I still have to find underground dens in Percasia, so it'll be just more of this until I hit one. Oh my god, I just found some more ghastly ores. Or possibly just one ore. No, there's two. 4 ores! There's 4 of them! So now I have 6. And also add the 3 that I got in my last trip, so now I have a total of 9. So if I get 5 more, I can make a ghastly armor set. Not quite sure how much I will be using that, but that will be so sick to have. In case a situation arises where I need to fight a bunch of mobs with ability to inflict poison on you, that armor will just help drastically with dealing with stuff that poisons you. Not to mention the slightly better than diamond defensive bonuses, and immunity to certain types of magic that aren't based on projectile attacks. So I hear something right around here. I hear an actual mob. That's going to be connected to another cave. It has to be in a cave of some sort. So I'm going to try and follow the sound. Could be directly in front of me, or could be on top of my head. I'm gonna guess it's on top of my head. Yeah, the sound is certainly loud enough that I should have been able to spot it by now. So I'll just scout the rest of these caves for ghastly ores. That's a huge cave. Still not a very good chance it's gonna have any ores, though. As big as it is. I'll scout down here, too, and find nothing. Surprised I got to 9 ores already. Wait, is that a gun drop? Oh, it's another gas blaster. What's the drop rate on that, anyways? I don't feel like I should have gotten 2, like, this quickly. Yeah, that is a massive cave. And there's still, like, might be, like, no ghastly ore anywhere within this, like, cave system. No, it doesn't look like there's gonna be any. No, it looks empty enough to me. Did I go up here yet? I don't think I did. Actually, no, I clearly have been here. That's that loot from the grill face I just killed. Didn't check down here, though, so let's do that quickly. Even if it leads to basically nothing. That just leads right back to there. That was interesting. Could have possibly spotted some more gas lore in that massive cave, but I guess we didn't. That's a different cave system, it looks like. So now I have in total 9 of my 14 ores I'm shooting for to just get that ghastly armor set completed. Because if it's not complete, then there's no point, because you don't get any of the set effect if you only have like 3 of the 4 pieces or less. So I gotta go for like 14 ghastly ores or it's just bust. Also just gonna get a bunch of free diamonds too while we're at it. Eventually we'll start seeing like even crazier foraging loot. At the very high end of the drop table for foraging, you'll find stuff like rosite ingots and magic repair dust. So I won't actually have to spend my coins on them. I'll just simply get them through foraging. In other words, I'll just simply get them from mining that I'd be doing anyways. Right, what is that? I clearly did hear something. Again, I'm gonna try and track the noise because it's in a cave system of some sort. So that'll be fewer blocks I need to break looking for ghastly ores. So I'm gonna try and track the noise. That must be it up there that's making the noise. So it probably should be dead by now. Or actually, no, it's not yet dead. Now it is. If I actually recognize the mob sound, then I'm definitely going to dig for the cave system it's in. If I don't, then maybe not, because what if that's a Valkyrie I just stumble into? Which would probably kill me because of just how much damage it can do. Especially if I'd be like in close range next to it, that would just make things even worse. Especially when there'd be like no time to react to the projectiles because we'd be next to each other. I hate to just be stuck next to a Valkyrie in a cave system like this. I'd probably just die outright. I think I spotted some more ores. 4 more of them. Another 4 of them. Yeah, they do stick out pretty nicely. Yeah, these do stick out pretty damn nicely. So now I need to find another 1 ore. And then the grind for ghastly armor is over. I need to just find 1 more. Yeah, being able to run through caves certainly speeds up the process. That's just less blocks you need to break yourself. So it seems like a smart strategy to try and just track down every mob noise and just follow it into a cave system, but you really just want to be able to know exactly what mob you're tracking down, because you don't want to just come face to face with a Valkyrie, it'll probably wreck you. That's probably just like... That's just like bedrock-ish substance right there you can't break. So if I can find one more ore, I'm pretty much done here. At least for now, anyway. I'll have my ghastly armor. But I'll just have to make sure I take good care of it because it won't be easy to replace. This is literally just an underwater chamber. Pretty sure I can still probably find some of this ore at y equals 5 and I just did. Okay, so we literally just got the rest of the ore we need for our armor set, and on top of that, 70 foraging. Level 70 foraging. On top of that, too. There we go, ghastly armor. And we'll have 3 ghastly ores to spare. $70 foraging. I don't know why I'm still digging. I'm just actually kind of having fun with this. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm actually just done my mission outright. There's still that bug that prevents you from actually taking your overworld portal back to the overworld. You try and go through the portal in Mysterium to the overworld, but it just puts you back in the Grekon, so I'm going to death abuse here. So that's why I brought this ender chest. So let's just... First things first, we're going to put a bunch of our stuff into an ender chest. And then also items into shulker boxes, so that I can just save everything. And then we'll take another shulker box to save literally everything. The armor next, and the torches, because why not? Though I don't think I actually want to save, like, the stone blocks. I'm going to leave those here, because I don't care about them. So I will just throw these out, because I don't have plans on really keeping them. And that's how we're going to take our death to this magma block. So that's all my stuff in shulker boxes. Okay, I almost forgot to actually put said boxes into the ender chest. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be saving them. So that's gotta be all my stuff, and now we just take a death. No, let me double check. I already have my plan, but I'm probably gonna read that after I just get back to the overworld, so... My armor's here. So is my Gravitator, Caillou Staff, Baron Bow, my main melee weapon of choice. And then just a bunch of my other stuff sitting in this orange box. Wait, where's my pickaxe? Oh, it's in here. So my good stuff is now in this ender chest, so I can just get it all back from the overworld. I could try going into Grekon, reloading my world, and then going through Mysterium Portal. And then that could actually just save me. So I could just reload the world upon trying to take the Mysterium Portal back, and then you think I can escape? Regardless, I still did escape with everything I wanted. So now, like, the last thing we need to do is just convert these ores into ingots. Also reorganize our inventory, because I had to just shove everything into shulker boxes. Also going to put some more of these into block form, since I'm not using many diamonds. Got another gas blaster, whatever that is, by the way. Yep, there is all our beautiful stuff. I must have gotten super lucky on the ghastly ore grind. didn't take insanely long like I was expecting it to. Now I'm gonna need more space for just blocks, because it's getting kind of cramped again. I actually did use up my levels before going to Grecon. I had this already planned out from the beginning. But I will have to try your suggestion anyways, because it might be better than what I have planned. So let's just get rid of the essence while that ore processes. And claim some augury experience. Oops. Pick it up, please. Can't use the Illuminate essence yet. Still gonna be stuck with it. That or I just craft it into more blank slabs. Yeah, like I really need to just sort this out, this chest here. Yeah, like it's been overflowed for like a couple live streams now almost. There we go. And the Mystite ore I had procured from Mysterium much earlier is still sitting here, so now we process that too. And we also have 70 foraging. The moment I found the last of the ore I needed to get the ghastly armor, I hit 70 foraging. What beautiful timing. I don't know why, I just feel like I've really achieved something with this. I mean, made it into all the way into the Grecon, found the ghastly ore, and now I'm gonna have like killer armor set. So now I need to just craft it, and I will just briefly wear it. Though I don't have any immediate uses for it. So that is already looking very beautiful. Protection from poison and certain types of magic. And it also damages melee attackers, kind of what the Mercurial armor was already doing, in a sense, but this probably won't be quite as good at just damaging melee attackers, but the protection from poison depends on exactly what you want to fight with it. This is like a godsend. Man, look at it! Look at the armor set! Man, just look at it! This looks great! And there we go, full ghastly armor. So I'm definitely going to keep the set for when I really need to use it, because I don't have any immediate plans to use set armor. But would you look at that? That's even better than the poison armor that I could have just gone for, but I guess I don't need to now. Well, I need to still, but I don't need to do so immediately. Like, if I want to do something that requires, like, resistance against poison, then I have it here. Don't have to go for poison armor. Already have, like, really good protection against poison. And then I have 3 of these just to spare. Not sure what I'll do with them. So I'm actually kind of curious, what else does ghastly ore get used in? Uncommon ore. Was fairly uncommon. Of course you turn it into ingot form, but let me see what else it got used in. The ghastly block, which is just for storing your excess supply of ghastly ingots, like that's gonna happen. So it's only used in ghastly blocks and the ghastly armor set, so... Unless I just really desperately want to get the block now. But even then, I wouldn't need to find that many more ores. Just to have like 1 block, 1 ingot, and then 1 ore just lying around. And then the armor set. So that's pretty much just been completed. I was about to actually die while leaving the shulker boxes at Grekon. That would have been so humiliating. I mean, I still could have just probably ran back. But I would have felt so stupid just leaving everything there and then having to run back with probably much worse gear. So I'm now trying to just decide what my next objective is going to be. That's not going to help me decide. I think I'm just going to go fishing some more. I am still in the market for some mending books. And I know eventually I will have to get a very high hauling level to get every type of fish the mod has, so... It only makes sense that we just have to do this periodically anyways. That plus you can find some really fun enchantments, so let's just jump right back into fishing. Probably not going to do this for that long. I mean, it's generally not that interesting to watch, but... I mean, I'm looking for mending books still. We got 1 out of fishing so far. And thankfully, with each book we catch, we have like multiple chances possibly at getting the one enchantment we want, because the books can come with multiple enchantments. Oh yay, a clownfish. I actually remember how long it took me to catch my first one. For my vanilla Minecraft get every item. And yes, it did include that useless clownfish. It's rare, but it's actually useless. Like, the regular fish are better and more effective at healing you than that. Like, the extremely common fish are just better. Well, at least I'm still getting food. So even if I just come out empty-handed, I'm still gonna have food. Another rune box. These are generally useless because they give you too few runes from them. And they don't come up all that often from hauling. So if you want to access all the different types of runes early without having to look for rune shrines, rune boxes are not the way to go. Okay, that's another fish from the mod. Probably close to the lower tier ones. Ah, name tag. I need to stop catching things like this. Got more name tags than I'm ever gonna need to use. Haven't found a use for one yet, and I'm still ending up with name tags. Same goes for saddles. And vanilla enchanted bows. And extra enchanted fishing rods. That's probably just, yeah, there's another raw salmon. Come on, give me something interesting besides just fish all the time. Yeah, make this interesting. Come on, game. Oh, a saddle. This is not working right now. I got like 2 treasure catches, and so far they're both useless to me. I simply don't have uses for name tags or saddles. How's my hunter level? Oh, it's been going up. Because I was trying to farm drops to go kill Smash multiple times. It's actually very close to 30 right now. I could get it to 30 if I decide to just go get a couple more drops for Smash instead of doing this. I mean, that would be a nice way to end off the stream with 30 Hunter. Then I'd have to look up exactly how Corliss is intended to be fought. Man, I'm just not doing good with these catches today. I know I'm not going to use this because there's so many other bows that the mod adds that are just, like, more entertaining to use. Like, aside from Flame and just, like, high power level, like, what other special abilities can you get on that bow? Like, none. Hauling went up to, like, 41. So we're not doing good so far. A bowl. It's not getting any better either. Oh, I've seen this fish a couple times already. A second bowl. Okay, why not? Let me put some of my non-fishing related stuff in this box. Or better yet, maybe just put, like, all of it in there. I hope that doesn't actually summon creepers on me while I'm trying to fish. There's a host there. I hope it doesn't actually summon creepers while I'm fishing. I do not want to get this fishing platform blown up. Oh, no, is it coming closer to me? Yeah, there's a thing that spawns creepers right behind me, and I'm trying to just fish and mind my own business. And it looks like it might possibly come towards me, but it could just easily just... Okay, it's moving further back. I mean, I'm gonna hear it make noise if it does come close enough, which will give me some time to just get out of the vicinity. An enchanted book with protection 3. Well, it's still protection 3. Really good enchantment to have. Only one tier below protection 4, which is like the maximum tier. Unless maybe the enchanting skill just lets you get protection 5 or 6 or something like that. Still a very good catch. So the creeper event's over. And I just sat here fishing the whole day. A second name tab? Are you kidding? That's the lunar event. I'm probably gonna go and start looking for terrestrials, see if I can spot one. Yeah, if I can spot one, that'll be good news. And that right there will just open up Lunaless. Ooh, okay, how did that hit me? Oh, of course it can hit me from there. I mean, it can shoot from pretty far, apparently. Yeah, it's got a good reach. Please, while I'm actually trying to just sort through my stuff, could you not do that while I'm sorting through my stuff? Okay, I got another dart gun. Well, at least started it. So I'm probably gonna go towards the savannah anyway, because I can go kill some hunter mobs there, go for 30 hunter at the same time we look for lunar event mobs. I can also probably just get some extra Orbulons while I'm at it if all goes well, which would be nice to have. Extras are always good. It's just more magic repair dust waiting to be claimed. I'm probably not going to bother with the flank ones. I don't need Orbulons that badly, since I can just go mining up a bunch of Blazium and Barathos if I start to get poor. And then that will just solve my money problems. Probably going to want to carry this due to the fact there are mobs that set you on fire in the lunar event, so let's just keep the water on us. Any bucket of water will do. I mean, as much as I'd like to say that everything will be easier to see in the desert, I'd still rather stick to the savannah to try and spot rammerheads. So I gotta bump the render distance up if I want to have more mobs possibly spawn in. So let's just do that. So more stuff can spawn. Because that way I have more chunks load in at a time, so it would only make sense if more mobs did appear with a better render distance. But I'm aiming specifically for the rammer heads and savannas because I'd like to get more hides to farm more smash kills. But I could just kill any old hunter mob in the savannah and eventually just hit 30 hunter by killing enough of them. So I'll reach a pretty major milestone that's going to open up the amphibioites, if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. Which then leads directly into another overworld boss, Corylus. Then if I can successfully kill her, that leads into another dimension known as Laborian, the water-themed dimension. So that too could become an option for me, to just go there. God damn it, now I'm gonna see 2 Endermen. Okay, I guess if I really want another grass block that badly. Which I actually don't. So I've barely seen any mobs out here, I don't know what to say. Nothing from the lunar event except for 1 flying mob so far. No rammer heads. There's something different. There's a lunar event mob. If I turn my render distance up further, what'll happen? Would it be able to still run smoothly at 10 render distance? I want to find out. Mainly because I want to get more mobs to appear. Maybe not. This guy just turned invisible on me. Something just turned invisible, so maybe it's not going to work well. Stuck in the grass. Okay, I think the invisible thing on the ground is now dead too. So now I'm seeing more stuff actually spawn in. It's actually not running terribly. Probably might struggle with like a different dimension having 10 render distance. That's a chimera. Doesn't concern me right now. Yeah, this field looks mostly empty, actually. Certainly a lot of stuff could have spawned in here, but apparently decided not to. That's one of the flying mobs. Wherever it may actually be. It's gonna be really hard to actually hit this guy. He's usually never an easy target. Well, I just kind of got lucky. Yeah, there's a second one here. Maybe I can run towards it, or if it's just gonna fly up so high it just becomes invisible, then maybe not. Alright, you got both of the flying guys. So I'm gonna get some Orbulons out of the deal. Didn't see a single Rammerhead though so far. No, that does not sound like one. I really don't know how I can't find a single Rammerhead, even with 10 render distance. In fact, I'm just not seeing like a lot of mobs, period. Oh, there's one. To start. $30 Hunter. And we just reached the next major milestone. So the next one will actually be 37. I think it's 37 to unlock a mob called Pod Plants. Let me just quickly bring this up, actually. Should have, like, the wiki link. 37 or over. So that will then unlock Pod Plants if I get the 37 Hunter. Gardencia is open. I have access to that dimension. What I would then need to do is just kill Pod Plants after finding a garden castle in Gardencia, assuming I have the Hunter level to do so, until something called the Nature Staff drops. This is a staff that, upon right-clicking, will instantly heal you for 2.5 hearts, and grant you a short speed boost. Assuming I get used to the speed boost, it's going to be strictly better than the Caillou staff, assuming you have, like, infinite supply runes, but you got, like, higher tiers of runes that need to be used up to use that staff. So I guess runes that are harder to mass produce. So the Nature Staff could be like my next best staff I could access upon getting 7 more Hunter levels. So I'm tempted to maybe just stick around till 3 more hides drop. Okay, a gun just appeared. I didn't know Elkanines could drop this. Wait. 2 of them? 2? 2 of them. What is the drop rate on that? I've never seen any of those up until now, and all of a sudden I see not 1 but 2 back to back. What's the drop rate on Stampede? I want to know. And suddenly 2 of them appear. I'm guessing it was these that dropped it. But I didn't know they would actually drop. I didn't remember they'd drop such a thing. I guess the more you know. I guess I didn't keep tabs on all the overworld mobs because there's so many. So can I just spot more? No, I'm gonna get more invisible enemies. Maybe this is probably all happening because of the high render distance. Like, some of the enemies just don't exactly load in properly, and they're invisible. You can upgrade the Stampede in Lelietia once your hunter level is higher. From what I recalled seeing, it has to be much higher than what I have now. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, like, all the hunter mobs require a really high hunter level to actually take on there. And then again in Grekon. It's probably going to stay in its Stampede form for a long time, though. At least 70. I'm still so far away from that. Still extremely far from 70. So I thought I was going to find more rammer heads, but I guess not. I'm not finding too many more. I did find a group of like 3, but not really seeing too many more. Yeah, it's not like they're actually hard to spot, it's just like sometimes they literally don't want to appear for me. Now all of a sudden we get 2. No hide drops. Neither of those dropped one. Not really having any rammerhead hide luck right now. I mean, I'm finding them, but they're just simply not dropping the rammerhead hides. Oh, there's 2 more. How many of these guys have I killed in a row? Okay, that broke the dry streak. I got 2 Rammerhead hides out of that trip so far. Like, the luck just wasn't on my side, apparently. Wonder how many of those guys I actually killed but only got 2 hides from. Or I got less than what the drop rate suggests I would get. Sometimes I get really lucky, though, so it can really go both ways. I'm not even gonna bother farming the rest of these Rammerheads now. This is getting stupid. I might come back when my luck's a bit better. Or just better yet when I feel like it. I got two copies of an item I didn't even know existed. Or didn't remember existed. That plus I added 1 more set of items to like my dream arsenal. I'm slowly but surely building that up. Because next on my to-do list would ideally be a nature staff. And the ghastly armor is going to help get me that nature staff, because the mobs that drop said staff inflict poison 3 upon hitting you, and they tend to swarm in large groups. I mean, I imagine they would. They spawn from a spawner, so I can imagine them just kind of spawning in large groups. Like, I wonder if I'm ever gonna get offered a dare to just eventually turn this into a village. I already have like 3 houses here. Well, they're here for reasons, pretty much. These are to just hide the NPCs I would love to make regular trades with. Okay, I think that house might be like the ugliest one. The one that's made out of the bloodwood walls. I mean, the other ones look actually pretty nice, especially like the recent one I built with the Luculus walls. And the show staff from Salive. That would certainly help to have as well, but I don't have access to Sleeve yet, so it's not currently something I'm considering. The rejuvenation staff would be even better, but that's still further away. I need 52 Hunter for that. And the structure that the Iosaur spawn in is going to be harder to find than the one that the paw plants would appear in. Okay, I do have 4 hides here. Then a bunch of other crap as well. Makes me wonder if anyone is ever going to make some sort of a tier list for Advent of Ascension items. I'd love to see what people think an appropriate tier list would look like. Then again, that could take like a really long time because of how many items are inside mod. So I wonder how many of them could just simply place in the F tier. So we got this, but no mending book. I think I'll just throw some books out while we're here. Books I'm probably never going to use. Might as well just combine these while we're at it. Another bow to add to my collection of bows that are never going to be used. Yeah, you don't get much of any type of rune from a rune box. That plus those don't appear too often either. So it's not like you can rely on those for a steady supply of runes. You're much better off just going to the rune randomizer in Runendor. Let me just be honest, straight up. You kinda just have to go there instead. If you want, like, a steady supply of runes. Or just go to actual rune shrines if you have the runation level to do so. So yet another saddle and like 5 name tags now. At this point I don't quite know exactly what's going to come next from this series.